Hello, FCC families. It's Connie Myers. I'm happy to be doing another devotional with you all. I hope you have been healthy and safe and enjoying the beautiful fall weather we've been having lately. Right now, let's go ahead and get ready to hear one of the stories from God's Word. We'll get ready by singing our special song, Be Still and Know That I Am God. If you don't know the words yet, just listen and follow along when you're ready. Right now, why don't you get into a comfortable position and open your ears and your eyes and your heart for one of God's stories. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. When we sing that song, we know it's time to hear a story from God's Word. Today's story will come from the Growing in God's Love Story Bible, and it is the story of the flood. And the story of the flood is so well known to so many people that they actually put a picture from the story on the front and the back of this Bible. So let's get ready to hear the story of When the World Started Over Again, based on Genesis chapters 6 through 9. Almost everyone on earth has a story about a time when the world almost ended. Most of these stories are about a huge flood, the hugest flood ever. The people who tell these stories put all their little fears into a story about one great big fear, the end of the world. Here's the Bible story about how the world almost ended and how it began again after a huge and terrible flood. It rained for days and days. The water rose and rose until it covered everything. Every living thing died, almost. Just one person, Noah, built a boat so big that there was room for his whole family. Actually, Noah built his boat even bigger than that. He built it so big he could bring a family of every animal along, too. Dogs and cats, elephants and ants, lions and tigers. Noah even brought spiders and snakes on board. And everyone got along just fine. They were all safe for now. The big boat floated on the big flood. It seemed like forever for all the families on the boat. Then one day, the sun came out. The clouds disappeared and the rain stopped. Noah's huge boat came to rest on dry land. Noah opened the windows. When he saw that it was safe, he opened the door. Everyone went bounding out into the new world, running and jumping and scampering in all directions. They found new homes and started new families. They made new lives for themselves. Then God told them all, "Don't be afraid that the world will end. Don't worry that this will ever happen again. I'm going to make a promise to all of you, to the whole world, and to everyone who lives in it. I will keep you safe." When God made this promise, God was talking to the whole world. God was talking to elephants and ants. God was talking to spiders and snakes. God was talking to pet dogs and pet cats and pet hamsters. God was talking to everyone in Noah's whole family. God was talking to your whole family. God was talking to you. God said, "Just to remind you of my promise to keep you safe, I'll make the rainbow. When it rains, don't be afraid. just look for the rainbow. I wonder if you're like me sometimes and forget to look for the rainbow when you're scared. I wonder if sometimes when you've been scared, you worried that maybe God didn't really care or couldn't do anything about the bad situation you're in. I wonder if maybe Noah felt like that. Maybe some of the animals felt like that in the ark, especially the really little animals who were living on a boat next to really big animals who would normally eat them. I wonder if you've ever enjoyed the sound of the rain falling, maybe when you're going to sleep. But I wonder if sometimes you couldn't wait for the rain to stop, but you just kept hearing it coming down. As you go this week, may God go with you. May you see in all creatures God's good creation. May you remember that when the rain comes and things look bad, the world begins again and God remains with us. Go in peace, dear friends.